All right, welcome to the American Radio X-Ray. My name is William, call sign Kilo 4 Alpha Romeo X-Ray. It's a little bit early, but it's not too early. It's never too early. In fact, it's very late for me because I am late to the game. Thank you. Been monkeying around with a ancient, I guess, Baofeng UV-5R, and there has been a lot of confusion and questions about how to program. And I know my biggest qualm with these little radios is you have to have, or at least you think, led to believe, to have a computer and software and the correct cable to program these things with. And I'm sure for some of you it's a lot of fun to do that and monkey around with the software and computers and stuff. That's the big draw to this aspect of the hobby. This is only analog. There's a lot of digital stuff out there that even I don't understand, and I'm used to the older school stuff, the older tech. And the reason why I still stick with that is because it is so simple and easy to program. Just a few keystrokes and it's programmed. You don't have to worry about downloading lists and connecting to the radio, download right out of the box, upload again whatever list you want of the 1,000+ repeater pairs that you want to use, just in case you travel. And I get the aspect. I used to travel a lot. I never saw the need to kind of carry that kind of radio to communicate wherever I go. Never really had the time. Had some time to do simplex contacts. Most of the time it was just listen to the CB radio and use it when it was necessary. 40 channels, no big deal. It was already set up. You just plug it in, turn it on. That's the way the system works. This is a little different aspect, and I get that. Still sipping on my coffee a little, but what I wanted to do here was to show you what I know to program one of these things.
Channel mode.
Okay, so now by that you know where we are. All right.
Frequency mode.
Press the same button again and we're in, it says frequency mode. This is what we consider VFO mode, or variable frequency oscillator. So I'm going to go to the menu button here.
Menu.
First option, or first menu, is squelch, SQL. It's already set. I'm not worried about that. Step is set. I understand now this is for scanning in the VFO mode. In other words, every 12.5 kilohertz. That's the frequency. You know, if you start at 146.52, it goes up to 140, 146. Let me think. Every 12.5. See, this is kind of confusing even for me. Maybe you guessed it. 146.645 would be the next step up. Every 12.5 kilohertz, and you could change that. I think 6.25 or 24 kilohertz, whatever the spacing you want to scan between. Normally, when you spin a VFO on an older radio, you could go every 5 kilohertz. And that's good for modes like single sideband. In FM, you don't have to worry about that. Now, with the spacing of FM, as far as wide, I think it is, wide FM, and narrow FM is a little bit different. I would wager to say that 6.25 kilohertz is narrow band, 12.5 kilohertz would be wide band, and yes, you can go wider, but there's no need to have such a wide frequency or such a wide transmission, I guess. I don't know. I've been doing this for years and I still don't understand all of it. So we're doing this together. Using high power, even though the repeater is very nearby. And I'm going to set a new repeater frequency pair here since I've already done the MRA. And it's about 4 miles from here. And I've tested that because I just wanted to be sure I got this right before I started the video. And with the high power here, whatever that is, it might be 5 watts or less. this will make the repeater. Again, 4 miles away, and I think that antenna is probably around 790 feet. So at this juncture, it's very easy to access that with one of these because I'm so close. The antenna is so high. And at this location here, we're about 48 feet above sea level. So I expect over there at that site, the site itself probably isn't very different, but the difference is on the tower at 790 feet. I think the tower itself is 800 feet. We're not using the voice activation. WN or wide narrow is set to wide for FM using repeaters. I forget what this is, the ABR, and you could probably go through the manual and see what all these acronyms are. The TDR, it's set to on. I don't know if I need it. Beep is off. The timeout timer for this one's already set for 300 seconds, it looks like. And this radio was issued to me by another operator, and it's preset for a lot of other channels. But this is going to be a demonstration for what we need to do, hopefully to quickly set up a radio without using software and computer and the appropriate cable. Now the RC, receive CTCS. And it leaves off an S. I guess it's out of characters. I don't know. But I'm going to change this from where it's set, 74.4 hertz, up to, see if we can find it here. I think these are numbered. On a list, there's 38 tones for CTCSS. We're going to set this at 107.2 hertz, I think it was. Yes, 107.2 hertz. It's very difficult to read it on the camera. It's almost as difficult without it.
Confirm.
Menu again confirms. Okay, that's set. Then we go up to past the DCS, and this is transmit CTCSS.
CTCSS.
And we'll go all the way up to 107.2 hertz. And again, this is going to be for a separate repeater pair than what I've already programmed. Menu again, and you're still in the menu options. Voices in English. I don't use A and I.
Engine 21,
Oh,
Engine
gosh.
17, Truck 10, and Battalion 3. Fire alarm. 2320, Deepwater Terminal Road. Engine 21, Engine 17, Truck 10, and Battalion 3. Fire alarm. 2320, Deepwater Terminal Road. Cross streets are Palmer's Road and Bells Road. On tap channel 2. Timeout 0609.
Okay, so I've skipped a lot of functions here. The shift offset, or the
Frequency direction.
yes, frequency direction, she says, but it's labeled SFT-D, and I need a positive offset.
Engine 8. Person down.
Okay,
1201, Admiral Gravely Boulevard.
positive
Engine 8.
offset. I'm so sorry, this is so hard to see.
1201, Admiral Gravely Boulevard. Cross streets are Hobbs Lane and Government Road. On tap channel 2. Timeout 0609.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and this is so annoying.
Offset frequency.
For this spectrum, it's 000.600 kilohertz. Hertz is for what we normally use for the tone, subaudible tone. But anyways, that's how that's measured. And for this,
Confirm.
we're going to use 600 kilohertz for the offset. And it seems to be applicable to set that in this menu. Now, as far as the memory channel goes,
Memory channel.
I think for this radio, 127 is available.
Receiving memory.
And we'll go and look and see if that took the channel. And if it didn't, we'll just we'll delete that channel, make sure it's open, or find the next channel. So let's go to exit first. All right, we're in VFO mode.
Channel mode.
Now we're in channel mode. Okay. Let me double check here.
1 0
Okay,
0,
I see what I did.
2, 7.
So I put in the last frequency pair that I used for
Frequency mode.
the earlier programming of channel 000, okay? So I'm going to go in here. Let's see. Let's put
1,
in
4, 7, 1, 3, 5. Menu.
Whoops. I wasn't supposed to do that.
Delete channel.
All right, so let's do this first.
Confirm.
Deleted that channel. Now we're going to go back to memory channel. I can't see what it looks like. Menu number 27.
Memory channel.
All right, so there's the frequency I want, 147.135 with a positive offset. Okay, let me see if I can remember how to quickly, I doubt, remember how to program this. I've entered that.
Menu.
Going to memory channel.
Memory channel.
And menu one more time.
Receiving memory.
Okay, so now we exit the menus. There we are in VFO mode.
Channel mode.
And now it's programmed into the memories of that channel. This one is, oh golly, did I hate when this light goes off.
1,
Yeah.
0.
All right, so this is the, I put it in the wrong memory channel that I wanted to. I forgot to set the memory channel to 127 for this frequency pair, but it doesn't matter. I can always go back and change that. But here is the test of the pair that I just programmed, and this should be correct. K4ARX. And that's it. And I'll get up on the microphone just to be accurate. Portable VHF K4ARX test. So that's pretty much it, I think. It seems to be easy enough without the software. And if you need to field program this, that's what we call it. You don't have the luxury of the software, the computer, the cable. You can go ahead and just pop in an extra frequency when you need it. This is, I guess, one of those emergency moments that somebody thinks of. Let's say you got a group of folks and you already have a list of repeaters or simplex frequencies programmed in. You think you have all the emergency frequencies you need. Then somebody pops up and says, hey, we're going to use this. And you may have never heard of that repeater. It might be a new portable repeater on site or somewhere nearby. And you have to program it in. Now you know. And this is what you do when you practice. You should practice this often. Don't just set it and then expect to work, a net once a week or once a month and be done and think you're ready. The whole aspect of this hobby is just practicing how to work your way through your radio. Because if you think about it, and you may never have, when you go into HF radio, it's a little different, and you have an actual VFO with a tunable knob, like on your own car stereo. You tune around to find the station you want to listen to. It's not very different, and you're just scanning that band or tuning that band with the VFO, and you find that frequency, and you can put that in memories on some newer radios. Just punch a key and there it is in the memory. That's the frequency you want to be on with the mode you want to operate. This is kind of the same thing. You have a memorized channel with it's just an FM radio, so you don't have to worry about doing that unless you have some kind of special digital radio where you have to, pick that zone and that function or that particular mode. Just differences here and there, but the whole aspect of this is just knowing what you need to do when you need to do it as far as communicating with that particular radio device. And like I said earlier, I'm learning this because of these. And in my mind, this is just a Part 90 radio, even though it may be sold as a ham radio. It may be labeled as such. But it's specifically designed to do other things other than this amateur radio here. This is designed specific for 2 meters. And like I say, all you do is you plug in a couple of, push a couple buttons, and there you are. It's set up and ready to go. That's the way I learned how to do it. That's the way I like it. But it's simple and just common practice. If you do it every day, if you decide to program in something and then delete it, that's just practice. It's like learning how to drive a car or falling off a bicycle or, riding a horse or whatever, however you want to explain it. If you want to go out in the field and find an old tractor and make it run, or pull some car out of a barn that's been there for 50 years and it starts and it's ready to go, it's all the same concept. You're just learning how to make things work and work to your advantage. And then you keep doing it, not necessarily because that's the only way to keep it going. That's one way to say it. But it keeps you going, keeps you thinking. Keeps you thinking about what you're doing. And it becomes like muscle memory. And if it comes down to it, somebody says, hey, go to this new frequency, you'll know how to do it. And you won't even have to pull out the laptop or the Android or the software or any of that. You just punch a few keys and you're there. And that might even be the bottom line of saying how ready you are to somebody else. It's not to you, it's to somebody else. It's a simple task. Can you complete the simple task? Yes I can, because I already know how. It's muscle memory. And then that's where the reliance on you as an emergency operator comes in. They see that you understand how to do your volunteer job. They're gonna come to you more often. They're gonna ask you for your help, your assistance. All right, I think this has been long enough. I hope this was helpful to you. For me, it's gonna have to become muscle memory, and I kind of dread it, but you have to do it over and over again to become good at it, proficient. And I understand a little more now. I used to be really frustrated with these Baofeng, these Chinese radios. Of course, they're all from overseas for us here in the States, but I understand a little more of the frustration and the confusion. And at least, I guess for myself, I just showed you I can do this without all that other stuff, like the old way. And that's the way I prefer to do it. I just set it up. We don't have a whole lot of repeaters here. I don't travel, so that's enough. There's a handful of frequencies that we might need to use. And if they wanted to add some kind of simplex frequency to their group, that's fine. At least I can do it now. Thanks for stopping by. I hope I taught you something. I know I learned something. And maybe you, if you see this out of all the other videos and all the channels that are out there that do this stuff all the time, I appreciate you getting this far. All right, that's it for me. Again, my name is William, K48RX. We've been listening to the fire department and trying to program a Baofeng UV5R.
Engine 12. Assist EMS with manpower. 12. South Arthur Ashe Boulevard. Cross streets are Elwood Avenue and West Carey Street. On tap channel 2. Timeout 0619.
Manpower. Immediately, I've fallen and I can't get up, comes to mind. How many men does it? Never mind.